Hello everyone, this is Ninja Guy _12 here, bringing you a Gunpla unboxing of the high grade Gundam Base Limited Pale Rider ground equipment type clear color from the Mobile Suit Gundam Side Stories Missing Link video game. So this kit came out in the year of 2020, so not too long ago. And it retailed for about, I think, was it $18-something if you were to buy it over at the Gundam Base. But I just bought this kit from, what is it? Kind of, not really a third-party website, but it's from Side 7 Exports, which, after using that service, I do highly recommend if you want to get some harder-to-get kits, like, obviously, this Gundam Base Limited kit, for example. I do highly recommend Side 7 Exports. It's not an ad or anything for them, it's just giving them a shout out. So I also have a link to their website down below. With this being based on the old, the Pale Rider that came out a couple of years ago, that was a original P-Bandai kit. Basically, the only difference here is just now it's in clear color. So looking around the box, you have obviously the Gundam Base logo there. You have an actual colored photo of the kit. Well, not really, just like the actual, like, original P-Bandai box art, but it's not in the monochrome anymore. It's just all in color with it in Hades mode, which looks pretty good. As you have down there, the Gundam Base Limited Pale Rider ground heavy equipment type clear color. Some other information there. There you go. It's a blue Bandai logo, so of course it's not going to have the retail price. Looking around at the side of the box, pretty much just what it said on the front. And then on this side, we have visor parts and stickers can be chosen to recreate either the normal state or Hades activation state. So pretty much all the images here are just what the kit will look like. Got some pretty cool action poses here. Obviously, we look back at this image, pretty much it will show you everything that comes in this box. Pretty much the bullpup machine gun, the two missiles that go onto the legs, the 180mm expanding cannon, the 2 beam sabers, and then the shield. So you have some nice options there, showing you the gimmick that the tip of the shield can extend. And of course, the 180mm cannon can be carried by folding and mounting it onto the backpack. And then looking onto the, what would be the top of the box, pretty much we have information there about the Gundam Base, all in Japanese and English, so you can read it. A little bit of information there. And then just pretty much some product information stuff. So overall, this does look quite nice. So it is pretty much just a remold of the P-Bandai kit, just in clear colors. And I think also some of the joints and stuff are a little bit different. So let's take a look at what's inside. So I did actually open this just to make sure everything was good and everything. So we have this little piece of information, all that. And then basically all I really did was just put the manual on top so we could just take a look at that right away. So this is not an actual typical P-Bandai or Gundam Base Limited manual. This is just as straight up looks like the original, or what we normally see for a HGUC kit. So pretty much we have a nice big painted reference to the kit. Obviously the kit that is in here ain't gonna look like this at all. But this is what the original P-Bandai kit will look like, all painted up and everything. Pretty much tells you some information there, the model number, so on and so on. Pretty awesome, you know, detailing they did here for this Pale Rider. Getting a look inside the manual, pretty much get a lot of information. Unfortunately, this was all in Japanese, so not too much English in the manual, just showing, you know, I think about some of the, I guess, like, features it has. Obviously, it has Hades, it has the pile bunker, the shield, the cannon, the beam sabers, the backpack, the 90mm bullpup, the missiles on the legs, etc., etc. And then pretty much our color pages here are pretty much just building some of the weapons here. The shield, which is going to have some pretty awful stickers. The bullpup, the missiles, the cannon, how to mount that, and then how to basically use the cannon. Looking into our parts list, pretty much we're going to be using everything except for some polycaps. So not too much wasted plastic, thankfully. And then getting straight into the construction, we have pretty much building the torso first, then the head, choosing whether you want to have normal mode or Hades. Pretty much going through there. You have building the arms, then the legs, finishing up the legs, and then building the waist section. All good there. And then pretty much finishing up everything here, it looks like. So, pretty basic manual here, at least for the construction. And then on the back, just showing you what the kit will look like in Hades mode. Obviously, this is for the original P-Bandai kit, not this version. And a rear view of what the painted kit looked like on the front. A bit more text there. Unfortunately, all in Japanese, so I will be linking the Gundam Wiki page for this suit in the description, so don't worry. And then looks like we have a bit of information here about the game, mostly Gundam Side Stories Missing Link, which is a PS3 game that was only released in Japan, so unfortunately we never got an English version, or even a PS4 or PS5 version of this game, so at the moment, unless you own a PS3, you're not going to be able to actually play this game. And then over here, we have a nice, pretty awesome illustration showing a lot of the suits from the game. Obviously, we have the Pale Rider, we have the Ifrit Dugschneid, which came as an actual P-Bandai kit. We also have the Slave Wraith here, also a P-Bandai kit. Fred Ruber's Pixie, or Gundam Pixie, that's also a P-Bandai kit. But then everything else here, we have the Zaku 2 high mobility ground type. We still need a kit of. We have the Rickdom 2 Guy Helmuth, which is basically just the normal Rickdom 2 with a giant sword. We have the Gun Cannon Heavy Type D. And then at the very top there, we have the Bishop. So hopefully we'll get kits of those eventually. That'd be kind of cool, but I'm not holding my breath. And then pretty much here's the color guide, pretty much all in Japanese. So there you go. But that's just only for the original P-Bandai kit. Obviously, you don't really want to be painting over this because obviously it's clear color. I mean, painting the inside to make it a lot more outstanding maybe, but pretty much you're not going to actually paint it like this. So let's take a look at the runners. But before we take a look at the runners, I do want to show you what the sticker sheet will look like. So here is our foil sticker sheet. Obviously going to be quite big. However, you're only going to be using about half of these because obviously one half is for a Hades mode, the other half is just for normal mode. Though obviously with normal mode, you're not going to be using as many stickers. So pretty much we have stickers here for the eyes, cameras and stuff. We have some for the shields, some are just going in for vents and other detailing stuff. So pretty big sticker sheet at first glance, but you're not going to be using everything on this sticker sheet, thankfully. Put that off to the side here. Then take a look at our runners finally. So this one might not look like it, but this is our A runner. So let me just get this nice and frame. Obviously got that really nice clear blue all over. So we have parts for the shoulders, parts for the arms here, parts for the legs, a waist section, parts for the head, some other stuff, some ankle armor. Looks pretty nice. Our B runners in this pretty dark, clear blue. Might not look like it, but it is in clear. But yeah, a little bit hard to see, but got some parts for the arm beam guns that are going in the hands. I forgot about that. You got parts for the legs, parts for the backpack, parts for the torso, leg parts, some other stuff here. I think this part here is for the head, so that's cool. Moving on to our C runner, and as you could tell, or it might be a little bit hard to tell here because my camera sucks, this is an actual metallic gloss injection, or not gloss injection, but like this is just molded silver. So it does look kind of nice, and it obviously is gonna show up a lot more. So we have some detail parts, parts for joints, etc., etc., parts for our hands there. So you will have a pretty nice finish here for those parts. Our D-runners are for the visor. These are kites, quite small here. So we have one for normal mode, one for Hades mode. So you're only going to be using one no matter which version you go with. But I do have the HG Pale Rider Cavalry coming in soon. So obviously that kit comes with a spare leftover head for the Pale Rider. So I could give that extra head one of these visors so they don't go to waste. So I'm not sure whether I'll build this kit in either normal mode or Hades. I'll leave that up to you guys, whether version you want me to build it up as. Just make sure to leave a comment. Here is the E runner here, just a pretty small runner. This is actually, I think, in like molded gunmetal. Not really the best way to show it, but it does look really nice. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, the original P-Bandai kit came out in 2014, so technically this is a 7-year-old kit now. So, getting kind of quite up there. So you have parts for the bullpup machine gun, which is going to be very simple. Looks like some handle parts, and then our big part for the shield there. Pretty nice. And then our final main runner for the actual kit is the F runner, which is just a whole bunch of weapons, some more handle parts here, parts for the 180mm cannon, parts for the shield, and then parts for the missiles that go onto the legs. So those look really nice. I actually do like this. Again, this is like the kind of dark clear that we took a look at already for the, I think, B runner. Yeah. So that's the F runner here. Here is our Polycaps. This would be PC001, which is a kind of typical runner that's included with a lot of somewhat older HGs. So it's always nice to see this again. So these do look like they're a little bit more thick here. I don't know if you guys can really see the kind of outline these Polycaps are given. But yeah, that's... doesn't look good. I might have to maybe somewhat sand this or whatever, or just file it down just a tiny bit, because I'm not sure how it will look on the kit when it's finished. And then the final thing that comes with this kit is SB13 for our Beam Sabers from 2013. Pretty bare bones, and it's going to look pretty good with our Pale Rider with Beam Sabers. And that is it for everything that comes with this kit. So I will be getting this built as soon as possible. I hope you guys enjoy this unboxing, and I'll see you guys soon with the review of the Pale Rider Ground Heavy Equipment Type Clear Color.